Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
You are watching 7 at 7, powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, the largest news team in Nevada.
Gas prices in the Las Vegas Valley are up, and experts say it looks like that trend will continue in the coming weeks. Good morning, and thank you so much for joining us on 7 at 7. I'm Cynthia Puga. Starting off with your top stories, a man is dead after the Las Vegas Fire Department says he was found unresponsive in a palm tree 25 feet in the air Wednesday afternoon. This happened on East Bonanza Road near 20th Street. Now, it was not immediately known if the man was a tree trimmer, but in the past decade, 2 tree trimmers have died in Las Vegas while trimming palm tree fronds. And 3-time World Series of Poker champion Miami John Cernudo died Monday in his Las Vegas home, according to posts on social media from his friends and family. Cernudo was battling colon cancer and was in hospice care. The 81-year-old cashed in more poker tournaments than any other player in history. A celebration of life is expected to take place at this year's World Series of Poker, which begins on May 27th at Horseshoe Las Vegas and Paris Las Vegas. A bill is headed to Governor Joe Lombardo's desk that would address egg shortages and the rising egg costs. Our 7 at 7 anchor Lena Bleets explains.
Assembly Bill 171 would allow the state to temporarily suspend a law requiring the sale of cage-free eggs. LVRJ government reporter McKenna Ross explains how the law contributes to the rising costs of eggs.
The reason they want to suspend that law is to allow the state's purchasers of eggs and just generally shoppers to be able to buy different varieties of eggs. So this will allow them to increase the supply in the state at a time where supply has been suppressed because the options are limited because of the cage-free laws in the state and because of the avian flu outbreak.
However, if signed into law, it would take some time to see results after a suspension of the current law is called.
It would still take a couple weeks for the supply of caged hen eggs to come into the state, to fill up the shelves, and then eventually to see the price reflect this new amount of supply.
The bill would only allow a 120-day suspension at a time with no more than 2 suspensions in 1 calendar year.
Let's get into your weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Light showers have already been seen across southern Nevada this morning, bringing an end to our 214-day streak without rain in Las Vegas. Showers are expected to get heavier throughout the day, expecting a high around 50 degrees with increasing winds this evening. Temperatures will increase into the 60s by tomorrow Friday and continue in that range into next week. Send us your pictures of rain or if you see snow in your area to 7atreviewjournal.com. In business news, brought to you by G-Bank, your best banking experience ever. Elon Musk's Boring Company is hosting an open house aiming to grow its Vegas Loop staff as it looks to expand its underground tunnel system. It's happening Friday, February 21st at 6 p.m. at a location only applicants will know about. Boring Company is looking to hire engineers, supply chain specialists, and project developers to rapidly scale the Vegas Loop project. Full build-out of the Vegas Loop is expected to have 104 miles of tunnels and 68 stations located up and down the Strip to Allegiant Stadium, downtown Las Vegas, and other points of interest. If you're interested, you must apply by February 16th to attend the open house at boringcompany.com/applyvegas. And gas prices are expected to spike as much as 40 cents per gallon locally in the coming weeks. Issues with oil refineries in California and an annual switch from winter mixed gas to summer mixed gas will see gas prices in southern Nevada skyrocket, according to experts with Gas Buddy. The average price for a gallon of regular unleaded gas in Las Vegas on Wednesday was $3.84, a spike of 11 cents per gallon over the past week, according to AAA data.
Now for your sports update, brought to you by PT's Taverns. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstaverns.com. Dominic Gavall with the Lady Rebels update. UNLV taking down San Diego State 75-65 on Wednesday night. A career-high 27 points for senior guard Kiara Jackson, earning praise from head coach Lindy LaRock.
She had that look in her eye, and she knew today that we needed that from her. And I think her threes early were huge, kind of got the basket big for her, and then she feels confident. If anything, I'm like mad at myself for not intentionally going to her more.
Next for UNLV, they take on Reno up north this weekend.
Let's get into your entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's has live entertainment every weekend at both locations. You can go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. A new movie is in the works about late Pahrump radio legend Art Bell. TV show and movie critic Chris Lawrence has the details.
The entertainment industry site Deadline reports multiple studios are interested in making a movie about the late Pahrump radio legend Art Bell. Long before pretty much anybody could start a podcast or an internet radio show, Bell founded a radio station in Nye County. From there, he brought tales of alien abductions and stories of other paranormal encounters to millions of listeners through his syndicated show, Coast to Coast AM. Two-time Oscar nominee Paul Giamatti is attached to star as Bell.
Vegas Nation brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. It's Heidi Fang with information on one of the top projected NFL draft picks. The NFL Combine is just 2 weeks away, and Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders was heard on social media discussing his plans to have visits with the Cleveland Browns and the New York Giants, who hold the number 2 and 3 picks respectively. In the Review Journal's first mock draft posted following the Senior Bowl, our staff predicted Sanders landing in Las Vegas at number 6. The next time teams can evaluate draft talent begins on February 27th at the NFL Combine in Indianapolis. Sports betting brought to you by the Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. According to figures released by the Gaming Control Board, Super Bowl 59 was a win for Nevada's 186 sportsbooks. They won a record of $22.1 million on the Eagles' 40-22 blowout of the Chiefs. The Super Bowl win surpassed the state's previous record of $19.7 million set in 2014 when the Seahawks beat the Broncos 43-8 in Super Bowl 48. The betting handle or amount of money wagered on the game was $151.6 million. That number dropped dramatically from last year's state record of $185.6 million that was bet on the first Super Bowl in Las Vegas.
In your 7 at 7 lifestyle news, sponsored by Palms Casino Resort, your Vegas to California connection. This Valentine's Day, if you're looking to break up with stuff your ex gave you, don't throw them away. Donate them instead. Goodwill of Southern Nevada is asking the community to bring in items that can be loved by someone else, such as clothing, shoes, home decor, jewelry, toys, and even electronics to a Goodwill donation center. By donating these items, you are not just giving them a new life, but you're also helping out your community. The donations help fund train to hire programs such as medical assistant and stagehand programs, as well as veteran and special needs services. In your health news, brought to you by Centerville Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. A baby born 4 months early graduates from the Southern Hills Hospital Neonatal Intensive Care Unit. Check this out. Meet baby Bentley, who weighed just 1 pound 9 ounces when he was born prematurely at 24 weeks. He required full life support and remained intubated. After 5 months of intensive care from an incredible nursing staff, Bentley is going home. At his NICU graduation, he weighed in at 9 pounds 8 ounces, and now Bentley is doing great. Thanks for tuning in to 7 at 7. You can watch us on your favorite streaming platforms like Apple TV and Roku. Join us weekly at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. to get the latest Las Vegas news updates.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Knock the Injury Law.